Shit.
Yeah.
Yes. There's my boy.
He's good, man.
What's the deal, brother?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Yo, I know this seems odd for us to do this. You know what I mean?
What's the vibes, man?
Because we peoples in real life. But yeah, this is the newly launched podcast that we got. Me and Doe, called the Homage Podcast. And we just want to pay respect to people that we really, really rock with, things that we really appreciate, and show that love the right way,
I've been looking, bro.
Of course, yeah. So this is, I believe, episode 7. We've been grinding. It's only been like 9 days and this is the 7th one already. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
So we took your approach for how you look at the music. And we said, that's how we're going to do it with the podcast.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with any kind of consistency.
Facts.
People love that shit.
So like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to jump around a little bit, right? But I wanted the people to know, like, because obviously a lot of your fans are going to jump on this page, right? But, after this, we're going to put it on everything else. So I want people to know, who you are, where you come from, all your music, all your talents.
All right.
You feel me?
All right. Oh, yeah. I'm Anthony Flammier. Everybody calls me Flam. From Yonkers, New York.
Yo.
Right up the block. You already know. I sing my heart out. Create as much as I can. I produce. I'm just, I try to be as helpful as I can in any creative way. Feel me, to the world.
That's what's
so I play piano, play drum. Any instrument you want me to play, I'm playing that. You already know, man.
How long you been singing?
Since I was a little kid. I took it serious right after college, so like about 10 years, 11 years. Damn.
Yeah, when you start putting it in perspective, it's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, it's lit.
Because everybody thinks this journey is simple and it's quick and it's nothing. But they don't really know that you really got to put in work and it comes from somewhere serious.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody got their own journey, bro. That's something that I'm finding peace with. You feel me? Finding peace with the fact that like everybody got their own journey. So the minute I would ever start like comparing my journey to the next person, I would just start vibrating low. I'd be down in the dumps, just comparing, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to like, yo, this is my journey. And you either fall in love with it or you don't.
Fact.
Yeah.
Now you embracing the moment, right? Like, and then recognizing what you did to get there. It's all that matters. And like you said, everybody's situation is different.
Yeah, bro. It's just that gratitude, bro. You know what I mean? Sure. No matter what it is, like, you know what I mean? You might stub your toe on the way, but you gotta be thankful for that too. That's a lesson. You know?
That's a fact.
And just come back stronger anyway.
So you from Yonkers. We from Yonkers, obviously, right? We from up the hill from us.
Mm-hmm.
A little younger than us. We old heads.
Yeah.
So me and Doe watch you come up a little bit, so we appreciated that.
No doubt.
But I'm curious, right? Because Yonkers people might not know, like Yonkers is such a rare kind of city, right? Like it's sort of big, but where we're from is really small.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, outside of town, the hood, if you want to call it, or like anything urban is like in one area, right? Yeah. And then they sort of sectioned it off, like some red line and shit that Yonkers did a long time ago. So coming up in YO, you knew everybody the same way we all knew them, right? We all looked up to the same people, like as far as artistically wise, right?
Yeah.
So be it the Locks, X, and of course Mary, and a slew of others, right? Was there anything about seeing them, like, because they don't understand, like in Yonkers, you could actually, except for Mary, because she's such a star.
Yeah, she was gone. Man.
She's gone. Mary's a superstar. Yeah, Mary's a superstar, but like the Locks and X and people like Sporty Thieves and all these other people that was popping, like you could see them, right? Was that a little bit of a thing, like, oh wow, they really on for real, and I could probably get there if I wanted to a little bit?
Bro, honestly, I'm a firm believer in if you could touch something, it means you can have it, you could attract it, right? So the minute I ever I met DMX once, like in person. I was grown. I was like 20 something, bro. And even then I was just like, yo, this not even my style, bro, but can I please have a picture? You feel me? My son was like, oh, you want a picture? Yeah. I was like, what? You deal it? Anyway, long and the short is like, yo, bro, I can see these people, they right in front of me, they walk and talk and breathe just like me. Bro, it's just like, yeah, it makes it more attainable. It makes it that much more possible when you see somebody doing it right in your face. That was a beautiful thing, being able to see like Kiss driving by or Styles. I mean, Styles got the juice bar off the block. You know what I mean? Styles and Kiss. You know, it's just like, it's a blessing to be able to see your heroes and you give them a pound. You know what I'm saying? My heroes know my name now. It's crazy.
It's a fact. That's a good X impression. I'm gonna keep it buck. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good X impression. You've been practicing, you know? But yeah, no, I completely agree, right? So we see it, it seems real, we can really, pursue it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whatever that is. You know, if you see somebody with any kind of thing going on, you want to, emulate that and put it in your own world and make it real, So us establishing like who we are, where we come from, right? Like you said, after college is when you started jumping into this a little bit more serious. What was the first? What was the first thing that felt like, all right, now I'm going into a real scenario of actually singing and being an artist?
I felt like that, like my first talent show, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. First talent show, and I just saw I was leaving some kind of impact. Because really what sparked it was heartbreak. Thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? Fall in love with the right one or the wrong one, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
But and then I didn't know what to do with that energy. And I started, I started singing about it. And literally, first talent show, I was in college. I was singing that talent show, and people just like coming up after, like, yo, that was beautiful, man. Da, 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 da. Like, and then I would write songs and like show people in the school and shit, send them around, and like people just come up to me, yo, bro, that song you made, man, that helped me get through this. I'm like, oh no, I'm good. I'm never stopping this ever. Like, this is way more useful than me busting ass on the basketball court, bro. Straight up.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
When it really connects, it changes your whole perspective.
100%. 100%. And then, and the beautiful thing is like, when you choose any endeavor, the universe will let you know. It'll bring you the bullshit first. You know what I'm saying? It always does. And but that bullshit is really the blessing, bro. That's how I like. That's that perception. I had to switch my perception and realize like all these things anything that's coming to me is happening for me to get to where I want to be. You know what I mean? Not to me. You know what I'm saying? So if I meet an engineer I don't want to work with, I just learned the lesson for the future. You know what I mean? And falling in love with those times where it's just like, yo, I don't care what happens in music. Anything. Matter of fact, everything has happened in music. I've been through all facets of the music world, and I'm in love with it. It doesn't matter. The shit fills me up in a way that I can't get from anywhere else.
I think that's exactly what art is supposed to be, right? Like it's supposed to be that, right? It's supposed to fulfill you and help you find something, and hopefully does the same for somebody else.
Hopefully it rubs off, man. I feel like that's the best way to teach anybody anything, Ross, just to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? And just because nobody really knows, nobody's cracked the code. There's no one code. It's just your code.
That's right.
This is off the top right now. This is fire. Let's go. But for real, like, it's like you crack your own code and you just like, and people come in your life and they just bless you and help you level up, and you just like, you grow with the journey. You just keep growing with that shit, bro. And you just like, and every morning it's just like, what am I thankful for? And as soon as you list one thing, you're going to list 10. And after 10, you're going to list 20. And you just start the day like that, where it's just like, it's going to be a great day. Just because I said so.
I mean, giving thanks first is always the most important thing. Right? Because then you could actually see and receive the blessings the way you should. In my opinion, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not trying to get spiritual, but hey, see the train? That was God coming through on the train. You heard it?
Yeah, man.
So it started getting more real and real, right? But how did social media change your situation with music?
Oh, it jumpstarts everything. I'm still in it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in this learning process of just growing my fan base. Consistency has always been met with luck at every point. Like, whenever I was most consistent, some lucky shit happens. Like, and then people started gravitating towards it. It's just beautiful, bro. You have a direct line to your clientele, bro. You know what I mean?
Before
Everybody,
IG, what was it?
Oh, shows. It was all shows. I started backwards from everybody else. It was shows. Just everywhere I could perform, like, well, I'm performing everywhere. And then, that was leaving like this. That leaves a long, when you leave an impact on somebody's life in person, that echoes forever. You know what I mean? And, I was like a word of mouth thing for a while. And then social media happened. A couple retweets from Kylie Jenner. It's like, oh,
that was
shit.
it.
I'm wilding on Vine right now, shit like that, man.
That's what I was getting to, right? Like, because some people here might not even know what Vine is. They living in a TikTok world.
TikTok is so fire, right?
Yeah, but like Vine is like the precursor to all of that, right?
Definitely.
It was, I guess, slightly different, but the same idea with the play over. Because I remember when I would see your numbers just go like crazy. I'm like, yo, FLAMM shit taking off for real.
Yeah,
I mean, we know how talented you are, but it's crazy when you start to see how other people realize something. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, so yeah, that Vine song, yeah, exactly. They remember.
What was it? It was It's so real. There ain't nothing like the love. It's so real. When we kiss and all we touch is so real. Come on, son. That's gonna be fire when I'm like 80 years old. I'm gonna play that for my great grandkids. Like, hey,
you can ask Doe.
Yeah, man.
That is by far my favorite song you make. Like, granted, I love all your music, but I listen to it all the time. If I told my daughter to come here right now, and she's only 7, she'll be like, "Oh, Daddy plays that all the time." When we driving, we going, I'm the light stunt. When we going to Hamptons and all that. That's the playlist. That song is on repeat though, and then we jump into other music. You know what I
mean? Get the move right.
So real is it's such a vibe that the world hasn't even experienced it yet. I know to you it might be like, all right, cool. I made that. I'm gonna love it forever, but I'm moving on. But wait until more and more people hear that as they discover more and more you. That's my shit. Like it sets a tone.
That's love, bro. Good looking, man.
Of course. I didn't know you had the equipment there either.
Oh, I'm in the studio, bro.
Are you working?
Yeah, this is I just got my first crib, but
congrats to you for that.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. Just boom, ring light like a motherfucker, and then that's Yonkers right there.
Okay.
Yeah. You already know the vibes,
waterfront. Man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. It's just blessings, bro. And now I just gotta pay the blessings back by busting my ass every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, the live performances, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they vary, right? Like from college type things to parties to what's some of like the strangest places you think you never thought you'd be performing?
I performed definitely in college dorm room, like living rooms, like common areas. It was like supposed to fit for like probably 20 people, and there was like 50 people in that pack. Where else, man? I performed for a family in their house for Christmas, like in front of their Christmas tree. That was wild. I had mad fun. It was like very intimate, bro. I'm talking about like everybody was in matching pajamas. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, boy FLAMM pulled up, turned the shit out.
Are you kidding me?
I swear it was just me on the piano singing. You know what I mean? And that's literally some dude that was at a show, and he was like, "Yo, bro, it would mean the world to me if you came to sing for my family." I'm like, hell yeah, like that. And that has nothing to do with social media. I don't know, but like that was person to person impact.
See, when the world gets to know you better, they're gonna realize what kind of spirit you are, what kind of person you are. Like that's just real shit. You know what I mean?
That's love, man.
That's dope, man. I wish I'd have been a fly on the wall for that, just to like, you know what I'm saying? Be like, oh man, this is hard, Christmas presents everywhere.
Straight up, man. Yeah, bro, like, I'm trying to think. Bro, I used to make shows everywhere I went, bro. So I would use the loop station. Still got it right here. And I was just like, damn, what's the weirdest place, bro? Literally anywhere I could, I would like try. It was like busking, I guess, but like, I wish I had a better one.
Nah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Feel me?
You still mess around with that machine?
Of course, bro. That's the money maker right there. It's just a way to separate yourself, to grasp people's attention. That's another lesson I learned. Is like there's no such thing as a bad audience, bro. It's never a bad crowd. It's a bad show. Well, not a bad show. It's just not anybody's job to pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got to give them something to pay attention to. So, that was one of my ways, is create a beat right in front of everybody. And by the time they see what's happening, they're like, yo, who else is up there with him? And it's like, nah, it's just him. Hit him with it. Make a whole beat right in front of him.
I feel like discovery is such a cool thing, as I learned as I got a little older and older, right? And you never know when it's going to happen. You never know who you're speaking to, who you're performing for, whatever the case may be. All those little things are building, your story and building your whole career. Yeah, you can perform in front of a family, you can perform in front of a stadium. Yeah. If you have the heart to do it there, and and the vibe is right, you could do it anywhere. That's the same thing. That shit is dope.
On tour, bro, I learned that. Like, I grew so much from the last tour I did with Brass Tracks, bro. Their crowd was just different. It was like 2,000 people at the LA show. And it's literally like just learning how to just move people honestly and confidently and just like hands up. And you pop in your head, you see 2,000 hands like, whoa, whoa. And you're like, oh, nah, I was made for this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. I don't know what the fuck I was going with that. But yeah.
No. That's how it is. That's how you think. What's going on. Just fucking talk about it, bro. We brothers. I don't give a fuck. We don't have to. Listen, I got a format, but we don't have to have a format. You feel me?
No doubt.
No, but I'm curious though, like, because I'm big. You probably, you know me. So like, I'm big on inspiration, right? Everything that happens or I see or experience, it matters, right? So like, what music, song, singer, who is inspiring you? Like when you coming in and still now, like who does that for you?
I'm gonna sound cliche, but like my brothers, my brother Justin, my brother Nick, you know what I'm saying? All the people around me, man. Like I'm locked in. I've been locked in working with my bro Justin Love in the crib, bro. We cooking up heat. It's just that I'm inspired by everybody that's around me directly. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
and of course, like, and there's of course current people is just like, I've been a fan of Party Next Door. His new album was fire, bro. He's like a country singer with like reggae beats. You know what I'm saying? Like Afro beat behind it. It is fire. But here's the thing, like my pops too. Like he put Frank Sinatra in my hands. You know what I'm saying? Then my pops put Marvin Gaye in my hands. My mother put Stevie Wonder in my hands. Then my older cousins put Kiss in the Locks and Hove and Outkast. You know what I'm saying? So like being from where we from, there's never one way to really grasp on. You just find the inspiration wherever it comes to you,
As it's ill that you said that, right? Because I feel like those things is like the recipe for the person you become, like the meal that you are as a person. Like all of those things is what shape you, right? Today, yesterday, what's coming tomorrow, what could happen later, all of those things is what matters. And I feel like those are the things that resonate when you write your songs. I'm assuming, right? Yeah. That's how I've always heard it.
Yes,
because I could hear all those people, some variation of that. You feel me? Nah, but like your spin on it, right? Because I'm a storyteller, right? So something that was told to me and I learned is that like no story is new. It's just your take on it. Everything has been written already. I don't care if it's about technology, it's about this, about that. Everything has been written. It's just your take on how you view it. So to hear all that is really dope. Like, and like you said, we come from an interesting place, right? Like on our block, on Ravine, one of our friends' mothers is Fonda Ray, who was a very famous singer, like in the late 70s and 80s, and Over Like a Fat Rat, and all of these songs. And I would hear this music, and like same like you, I got hip to all of these different kind of albums and songs, and it made me appreciate R&B a lot.
Damn, man.
It's such a important genre of music.
It is.
It
is. It's like one of the few outlets for people to tell you those kinds of stories. That's where you let the pain out. That's one of the ways to let the pain out.
And that's why hip hop and R&B always blend, right? That's why it's called hip hop and R&B, right? Because you're both telling that point of view that's hard. You can't hear anywhere else.
Yeah, that's always been a weird anomaly to me. Where, like, you know, the whole Thanos complex, where it's just like, where it's like, well, when I say Thanos, I'm talking about fucking Avengers, bro. I'm talking about
I know Thanos,
but like the whole idea of just like, without this pain, this wouldn't have happened. So the pain was necessary. That's always been a weird thing to me. You know what I'm saying? If things are written, I don't know. I have no idea, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our people with this, like we encountered a lot of pain, you know what I mean? And we did the best with it. We did the most with it. We're doing the most with it, you know? And because everybody wants to like feel like they overcame something, you know what I mean? But when somebody actually does, it's just seamless for them to tell that story, you know? And that's such a more interesting story when somebody overcame something. Any movie, you name it, you know? But yeah, bro, like that's why like I just love my people, bro. I love Yonkers. I love where I'm from. Like, it's because there's nothing like where we from, and it's up to us to highlight that, you know, in any way possible.
It's a fact. And I agree with you, though. I didn't hear it from the perspective exactly from Thanos, but I know exactly what you're talking about, right? I know where they were going in the movie, right? Like, you know, this wouldn't happen if that. And it's true, you know, and for minorities, people of color, you know, the enduring things that probably most people outside of that don't understand or don't really know, right? So we create, in my opinion, the best art because we have a different breakthrough point of view that you can't really get and see, you know? And some people sort out that journey or that idea of like, how can I get somewhere and do something and figure this out and then get to this point of making this, right? Like even if the song is happy, even if the story is positive, like So Real is a fun, great feeling song, but you had to get somewhere to feel so real. Like, you know, it ain't just given to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't even look at it like that's real shit.
Nah, it's that's how I interpret music and interpret art. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, some of the brightest music that I've made have come from were the outcome of my darkest moments. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. It's just like, yo, am I thankful for the darkness? Yeah, I guess. You know what I mean? Like those darker moments was like those shape you in a way that allow you to express yourself in a way that you might not have been able to had you not gone through that.
You appreciate shit more like that.
Word.
You know,
it's just perspective, bro. It's literally like if I wake up in the morning, I stub my toe, I could be tight about it for the rest of the day, or I could be like, oh, gotta change my energy. Okay, good looking. That's like okay, it's about to be a good day. Fuck that. That's over. That's done with. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro.
And you could correlate that anywhere, anything. But look what we're living in right now, right? We're living in a weird, crazy, hard, you know, difficult time, but we can make it face mask and no touching. But look what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We're able to communicate. We're able to get that out to people.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and I feel like this is why we had to make this podcast is because these conversations need to be heard on a, you know, or should be or could be heard to a bigger audience, and they might agree or they might disagree, but they might have a different perspective on something, you know? And I don't want to get all deep, right? You know,
we're at the depths of the ocean right now.
Yeah, you know, turn it into a fucking psych class, but that's just where I feel like where music brings us to, you know?
Bro.
You know, and creation, it brings us to that point, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a healing tool. So it brings us together in a way that a lot, like it's very unique. That's one thing about sound that's really unique. It brings people together further than language can. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter whether you speak English or not. If you sing the whole world can sing that at the same time, and they're probably like cure cancer or some shit. You feel me? Like real shit.
That's dope. You ain't lying. That shit just made me feel better.
Word.
I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So hold on. All right. So I'm gonna keep backtracking, right? Because I want people to understand your story as clear as possible, as you know, from your words as opposed to me running my mouth.
Right.
So when you got on, right? When you got signed, what was that situation? What was that moment like for you?
Oh, it was beautiful because everything came full circle. My brother Solomon. My brother Salo, he got a joint venture deal at Republic, and he had been, bro, like my boy Solomon, he was in every office we could. We went to so many meetings to the point where we were just like, yo, bro, like, oh, great, another meeting to look at somebody's office and say, all right, yeah, we're gonna build, we're gonna vibe, and you never talk to me again. Yeah, I did it for years, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But to go back to those offices and then like he had his own office there. That was a beautiful time, bro. Just to see, and they were like, yo, they asked him like, who's the first person you gonna sign? He's like, sign my brother, boom. You know? And then with that, that and my pub deal with Stellar Songs, that happened at the same time off of just me making beats, you know what I mean, with Takashi and all of that. Like that kind of just leveled everything up all at once. So life just changed, bro. Life just changed, you know what I'm saying? Like went from 8 cents in my bank account to a lot more. You feel me? And like, yeah, bro. It was just a journey from there. It was just a learning experience. Like, yo, I always feel like the guinea pig amongst all my people. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna go, if it's Cowboys and Indians, I'm gonna go over the hill and come back to see if there's Indians and come back with arrows in my back. Like, yo, it's crazy. Let's go. We can make it though. You know what I'm saying? Like going through the jungle with a machete or just clearing the path for whoever want to walk through.
Hold on, I can't let you cool stunt over that situation you was just explaining. So you was not only making music for yourself, you started producing, right? And you made songs for Takashi out of all people.
Yeah. My man's our tripod. There's me, Solomon, and Chris. We all met in college. Chris was managing him at an early point in his career, which set him off. You know what I mean? When I met him, he told me like, yo, bro, I need you to make beats for my man who I'm managing now. It's like, all right, he flew me out to Atlanta. Went over there. First 3 beats I made, boom, boom, boom. 4th one I made was Gotti, Platinum Plaque. And here we are, and just keep going, you know. But it was fire. It was fire. It was a good dude, man. We just made music. You know, just did my job, bro. That's it. And it was crazy because like, yo, you work so hard for these moments that take like 15 minutes and they change your whole life. Everything. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go from, all right, I'm in this mode to like now you giving your mom a big hug with a check attached to it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all crying together. Oh.
That's what's up, man.
You feel me? Like,
yeah, that's dope.
That's what it's for, man. Leave an impact, man. That's it.
You've been working though. Like you dropped a few projects lately though, right?
Yeah, I dropped 2. That's all. Yeah. So the deal with Republic is finished. I finished that.
Yeah, you did your job. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They asked for 10 songs. I gave them 20. It was really for the people. You know what I mean? And that's something that I've learned since then. Is like what's most important and which is most unquantifiable. If that's a word. If I just made it up, that's cool. Is your connection with humans, bro. Like I can't be treating people like they're robots. There is a means. There's a means of like putting a push behind something to give people an opportunity to see you, but it's up to you to really grasp their attention and keep it. You know what I'm saying? And hit them somewhere that they haven't been hit before. You know, it's up to me to do that. It's up to all of us to do that in our own way. You know, as creators, bro. So
no, that's true shit. Let me not ignore John Doe. Our co-host is on here asking a million questions, right? So not asking, but he's just commenting, right? He's shouting out your man Solomon.
Yeah, man.
Art music is known to release endorphins, which makes you feel better. It's a fact. He ain't lying. That's what creative inspiration does for people, right? It changes your whole perspective. And then Doe is asking if you're a free agent now. So you know, no label, right?
Yeah, as an artist, yeah. Producer, I'm with Sony ATV and with Stellar Songs. Shout out Tim and Danny. That's another thing, yo, bro. Like I did I'm with a independent publishing group that works, you know, with a bigger label, and that's where they get their funding or whatever. But bro, them people, Tim and Danny, shout out to them. They started they're managing Stargate, 2 of the like biggest producers. And then they created this hub in Venice where just so many different people walk in, and you just end up creating this beautiful music with people that you may have never seen. You know, that's what's most important, man. Making moments as a musician. You know what I mean? Creating moments with people. Because then you never forget them, bro. I have musical family that I haven't seen in like 10 years, but if I see them today, and it'd be like we never left. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about music. Like you can always make music. It's most important to be a good friend, to be a good teammate. You know what I'm saying? To become what's best for a song. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just, oh, you're on me, so I gotta sound like me. Like you're changing all the time, so you're never gonna sound like just you. You just grow with it. You know? But yeah, I be trying to like be water, my friend. You feel me?
That's right. Yeah, be water.
Oh, shit.
To the point of you having musical friends in places people might assume, right? You hooked up with Flatbush Zombies.
Yeah.
I love them, but it's just like that's such a far cry from what I would think you would be making music with. You know what I'm
saying? That's my family, bro. Eric and I used to do shows in Brooklyn like 2011, where it was just him. He did his own. He was doing his own individual shit, bro. It was like we was doing shows in the back. Yo, we did a show at this spot called Cameo. Now it was in the back of of a restaurant. So you had to go to the restaurant, go through there, go to the back, and it was a nice venue, real nice. It was in Williamsburg, like early Williamsburg, bro. And then we wound up collabing with our boy Sam Obi, and we had done it on separate songs, but we pulled up to his album release party. I'm like, yo, Bryce, he was mad. I was like, oh shit, yo, we got pulled to the studio, right? And I wasn't savvy to what the growth was with the Flatbush Zombies. I just knew like, oh yeah, I know you're doing your thing. So then he's like, yeah, play some shit. We've been working on this shit. And like the shit that he's been putting out. He showed me his videos, bro. I'm like, this video has like 15 million, 20 million views. I'm like, yo, bro, you're lit, aren't you? He's like, yeah, let's go. But it's from that. Then we literally that day, like we made the song that was on that first project. It's called the Spike Lee Story, I believe. And bro, they took me on tour. You know what I mean? It's just like those musical brotherhoods or sisterhoods that you make with people along the way. Creative relationships, bro. Those are something to cherish, man.
I think your vibe and your outlook on the world and people is what makes those situations happen, right? Because that's not somebody you sorting out to go work with. You know what I mean? It just happens.
Word.
You know? I remember I saw when you was performing that. Yeah, when you performed that, when y'all performed that South by Southwest, I said, "Oh, FLAMM has got to be feeling good right now."
Oh yeah, bro.
Because they turn up. They such a like, you know what I'm saying? Involved. Their fan base is so involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yo, that's another thing, bro. Just being from New York in general, bro. Performing in New York, it just prepares you to perform for everywhere else, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you gotta really love what you're doing if you're gonna perform in New York. You feel me? Like ain't nobody gonna listen to you if you're not worth listening to. Just because you're singing, that don't mean somebody gonna like.
People can like you and give you the blank stare and all that. You know what I mean?
Word. So
you be feeling it.
That's what my mother told me that, bro. But before my first time I went to South by, she was like, yo, before you get on any stage, you gotta make sure you're having the time of your life. Because if you're having the time of your life, everybody watching you can have the time of their life. And after that, it was just like, it was go time after that, bro. And it literally was just people I would meet that just show little gems. Like, it's like playing ball, bro. You think you nice, and then your man just go between the legs. Bang! You're like, oh, let me learn that now. Like, let's go.
Back.
You know?
And you realize you can play with them. Or like, all right, cool. I vibe on it. We get on the court. We ain't even got to talk. It works. You know what I mean?
It's a fact. Yeah, bro.
Sports, music, art, it's all connected. Like, it's all connection. You know what I mean?
It's connected by us. It's connected by humans, bro. That's why we need each other, man.
That's a fact.
Word up.
So how you keeping busy, man? Besides, I mean, obviously you can't go nowhere. You can't perform, right? So you keep your little core group and y'all just pump out as much music as you can?
That's it. Honestly, it just so happened the way my life has been working, it's the same exact thing right now. I just wake up, cook up, work out, make sure I eat right, make some more music. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. Like that's my new challenge for myself is to organize my life. You know what I'm saying? Organize, because I'll just create seamlessly and just like I'm not thinking too much. I'm just not second guessing and letting it out. But then you just got this desktop full of MP3s all over the place. It's like, oh shit! Like I gotta and I feel like the minute I organize my thoughts and organize my product, I'll be able to give it to people the way they need it. You know what I mean? And in a more consistent manner because it's right there, and I know what folder to go to. You feel me?
Yeah, Law just saying, what about the weed when you wake up? You got to roll up when you wake.
That's a fact. Not every morning, but yeah.
When the time is right, right?
Word.
I see you be.
How's your voice?
I see you. You really try to build with your fans, right? So you be in the lab, and then you put music on the gram and see what their thoughts is. How does that make you feel? Whatever response you get.
I'm thankful for you, bro. All right, hold on. Shout out Brianna Avery, what up? Oh man, it was good. Yeah, fucking bro. When it comes to that, like stash it and trash it, that's my shit because it gives people the opportunity. You let them know, like you gotta invite critique in any way. You know what I'm saying? That's how you grow. So if somebody tell you something, it's up to you how you gonna. I could take it personally and be like, yeah, fuck y'all niggas haters, like, but that's not gonna help me in any way. Like I'm just glad people are listening to it and feel the need to say anything. You know, one of the best musical lessons I've ever gotten was from Blueface Bleed'em.
The rapper, yeah.
The rapper, bro. Yo, he said it in an interview. He was like, yo, when two people agree on something, they're going to talk about it once. And that's it. It's done. All right, we agree on it. Cool. When two people disagree on something, they're going to argue about it. They're going to talk about it. They're going to argue about it. Probably going to yell about it. They're going to bring somebody else in the room and talk and ask them their point of view. It's going to become a discussion. They're going to post about it. They're going to tweet about it because they're mad. Whatever it is, they're talking about it. And that attention, whether good or bad, you call it what you want. It turns into streams when you have a product. You know, it turns into, you know, you can streamline that. But so yeah, that's my opportunity for people to tell me. Right, yo, bro. That's a blessing right there. So for me, like, if somebody said my shit was trash, all right, what's up? Like, I'm still gonna keep doing this shit. So, you know, figure it out.
I know to you, it's like, all right, that's cool. But for most artists, that's not a normal thing, bro, because a lot of people are very sensitive about when you put yourself out there and then you giving the people and most people are fucking like to be negative, right? Like, you know, just for the sake of having
it's a lot more temporarily attractive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shocking is the word. Oh shit.
So the fact that you were able to do that tells me, you know what I'm saying? You got the right mind and the right spirit going on, man. That's what's up, man. Salute to you for that, bro.
Nah, cheers, bro. Appreciate it, man. That's what it is. That's what we're here for. You're here to give yourself to the people in some way, shape, or form. So however they receive it, fuck it, they're receiving it. Be thankful for that.
That's a fact.
You know, and just hold on and take care of the people that are here for you. You know, hold those people close. The people that do believe in what you're doing. That's your family. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm learning that more and more. Like, people are not dumb. People like what they like. They don't like what they don't like. You know what I'm saying? And just grasp them people that love you for being you, hold them tight and just keep being yourself for them, if not for yourself.
That's a fact. Yeah, man.
That was fire. Let's go.
Yeah, check you out. Look, you ready to lay something down now.
All right.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, stash in the trash. That's dope, bro. Keep that vibe going, man. Keep that shit rocking, you know? I don't know, man. I'm happy to watch your growth. You know, I'm watching as an artist and as a person, you know?
It's love, bro.
Nah, it's real shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say like big brother type talk, but like, you know, y'all a little younger than us. So like, we look at y'all like, all right, these little dudes, like these young guys is really wiser than us. You know what I mean?
It's always like that, bro. Like my younger brother's generation, yo, that's what I love, bro. Just seeing people like my youngest brother's age, 23, they just do. They do. You do. You don't overthink. You're not, nah. What if I do this? Like, and there's value in strategy. There's value in looking ahead and, you know, walking with intent, walking with purpose. That's valuable.
Mm-hmm.
There's also value in consistent giving. You know what I'm saying? Giving a product. Because like that's, bro, you can go bring it back to weed, man. There's one dude, there might be one dude that got fire haze. He's just up there like, but you know, like, oh yeah, he's at the top of the hill. Like go there. But what if he's only around once a month?
That's right.
Once every 2 months. That's cool. Yeah, you got fire, bro. I'm gonna go link son with the Okie doke that got the eye stuff because he's on deck every single day. You know what I mean? In whatever way or shape or form you can translate that to, but that's really the vibe. Like.
I guess that's the way it should be, right? Like, you know, the next generation should learn from the trial and tribulations that the generation before them had to go through, right? Because, you know, you're in the space now where you feel something, create something, and you can give it to the world like that, right? You know, when we was teenagers, I ain't never want to rap none of that or sing none of that, but everybody around me did, right? So like, you know, everything was about getting on, you know, because they gave you the opportunity to put your voice out. You know, they gave you you know, like writing a book seemed far-fetched because like ain't no publisher gonna deal with you. You know, making an album seemed like an accomplishment was making an album. Now you can make 50 albums a year if you wanted to. You know what I mean? You could communicate with your fan base as much as possible. So the fact that you want to give is the best way to receive. Like, because you receive what you really need in life. You know what I'm saying? When you give to people the right way, you know? And the younger generation and the generation, I got kids, so I look at it, and I got kids in like different stages, you know? Like I got a 17-year-old, 7-year-old, a 1-year-old. So I'm like, yeah, you know? Shit is a mold. So like I look at it like, damn, like how
yeah, kid.
You know? They don't even know me as Keys. That's the funny thing, right? That's how we fam, like, no, I don't care. Call me Keys. It's just funny. Like nobody, I'm Justin. You know what I mean? They don't even know me. Like that's how far we go back. You know?
Yeah, man.
So that's real shit, you know? So I'll try to look at it from every perspective in that way, you know? It's just dope, man. Like your music is a byproduct of the way you look at the world, and that's a dope thing, man. And I'm really happy for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're lucky, man.
That's dope shit, man. So you gotta keep that. You gotta keep that vibe because that's what's going to change everything for you as you move forward, you know, because it's a long journey. It's a long journey. You know, life is long. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
life is long.
That's fine. Life is long. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, life can, to some people, life seems short, but like even though it's short in life, because we had a lot of people that we lost, you know, growing up. They was able to deal with a lot. They was able to give a lot to the world, you know? So we try to look at it from that perspective instead of what we lost, you know?
Right. That's a fact, bro. It's always good to think about like it's always focusing on what you have to offer rather than what you can take from a situation, from the world, from anything. You know what I mean? From people, it's like, no, what do I have to offer? And then that comes back in a way that you can't write down. Like you don't, you know what I mean? That like it's more valuable than $1, bro. Like the connection you can build with somebody.
FLAMM's music saved my life, made me think of life with passion. Wow.
Oh shit.
Blessed bands.
That's my boy. That's my boy. You know, that's Brandon right there. You know what I'm saying? That's social media right there. That's my dog. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. That's real.
He's been showing love ever since. He pulled up to one of my shows and then boom. You know? That's what it's about, bro. There's a group of like fans that a lot of them I never met in person, bro. And it's just like I know when I meet them in person, it's gonna be hugs all day. Fuck around. I'll spray myself with lights all the time, bro. But
that's dope. Bro. So I'm curious, right? Like, you know, what kind of bucket list do you have at this point? Artistic, like music wise, you know, like is there something you want to accomplish, somewhere you want to go, people you want to work with? Well, you don't even look that far.
No. There's a couple things. Okay. They sit in the back of my mind. But most importantly, I don't want to put a cap on it. I just want to just bring people together through just honest art. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to pack a stadium. Yeah, hell yeah, I want to pack a stadium and have them singing my version of whoa. I want that. Yeah, I'm gonna make that. I'm making that as we speak every day. That's what I'm after. Just inspire humans, and maybe spark the brain that's gonna change everything. That's gonna elevate us. You know what I'm saying? Just be part of the solution. That's really where I want to be. Whatever that entails. If that entails me performing for billions of people, you're damn right I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. I just want to and just keep living fearlessly, bro. That's it.
That's deep. I was thinking about motherfucking Michael Jackson or something. My man want to change the world. I love it.
Bro, man, real shit, bro. You see where we come from? You know what I'm saying? You see how it's building too? Like, y'all can getting different every day, bro. It's growing every day. There's an Avalon building down the block now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, it's different. It's different people living on Ravine now. You know what I'm saying? It's just, there's beauty in it. There's a little loss in there, but it's change. It's evolution. And it's about being part of that. Watch when I buy the gates, bro. Just nobody knows what the gates is. Watch. We're gonna buy the gates, and we're gonna turn that into a hub, a place for people to perform. You feel me? That's a landmark to me. That's where DMX shot Is Dark and Hell Is Hot, bro. Right down the block. He shot that cover right there for us to know. It's like, Yonkers, bro.
Listen,
somebody do something with this building.
Look to your right or left, wherever Brandon is, and ask him how we used to be in there. You know, he know. You know what I'm saying?
I know Haas was wild.
Yeah, he did something. My
man said,
yeah, he climbed up. And listen, whoever don't know, Google Gates of Hell and Yonkers. You'll know what we're talking about. It's crazy. But like, those places gave people the space and the opportunity to be sort of free a little bit. That's why X shot his pictures in there. That's why you're thinking about doing what you want to do, right? You're looking at it like, man, something that looked upon from a weird perspective can be like something that could change people.
Straight. That's a performance space to me, bro.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, Doe brought me in there. Doe, that's when I went. That's when I really went. Like, that was the first time where I went that deep in there. Like, bro, there's mezzanine floors overlooking a ground floor, and it's like 5 stories high. It's beautiful, bro. That's for people to like come together. That's what Yonkers needs. It needs a reason for all these big names, these big acts to pull up and perform. They just need a collection of like, at least that'll fit like at least 1,000. I feel like easily.
Doe just said, me, Flam, Haas took some legendary pics in there. Doe, we need them pics. So when we put this interview on YouTube, I could put the pics side by side. You know what I mean? That's because the middle is missing. Exactly. Yeah.
Word.
You fall right through, you know?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you know, cut that out, man. Yeah, anyway, my bad. The fact that you, that shit is dope. Cause like, I actually like, you know, where you want to go with things. And it gets to a point where you're like ready to buy something just to give more for people to have the opportunity to do more. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
But, what's your favorite song to perform? Like what's like of yours, like your song? Like what's your favorite? Like, you know, like when you go there, it's gonna put you in a different space. It's gonna change everything in that moment.
Jumping out the window. More recently, jumping out the window is mad fun to perform, bro.
Really?
Mad fun. Yeah. Cause like I'm always looking for a reason to shake my damn hair in the wind. You feel me? But that's one of those songs that it has that cadence where that'll transcend. Like, you know, like I could go to Japan and perform that. I sing like, got me jumping out the window. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. That right there, it doesn't matter if you speak English, Mandarin, it doesn't matter, bro. You could sing that. You know what I mean? And so that's
another one of my favorites.
Yeah, bro. And that's what it's about, bro. It's about freedom. It's about like I got that song was started. I created that song with my boy Riley from the Vent, right? I was in LA. And it started just about, it was a conversation about skydiving, which turned into a jam session. While I was playing guitar, we started layering that, and then it turned into a beat. Then it just, you already know, it's just like, then like a couple of days later, he sent me like a reference, like, yo, check this out. Got me jumping out the, because all we had was, wow, oh, 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 oh. He said, jumping out the window, and I was like, I'm coming over there right now, bro. And then we finished the song, but the most important lesson I got from that was that, like you said, it's just like, What the hell did you say? We're talking about what am I going after right now?
No, I was just asking you like the song that really puts you like that you get excited for.
Exactly. So with that, like that, I've seen that song impact so many people. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, especially skydivers. I was like at the skydiving ranch where I go, bro. That's their song. I come in there, they start playing it like it's the theme song for. It was the theme song for that summer. Like,
so speaking of skydiving, right? Like one of your videos that got over 1 million views.
Right.
You skydiving the video. This is my life. Like, how many times had you jumped out of a plane by that point?
To shoot the video, I had to jump 25 times just to get my license. I got my license. Then the next day, I jumped like 4 times with sport gear. And then the next day after that, I shot the video. So it was just like nonstop jumping out of planes for like a little while. You know what I'm saying?
What was the first time like?
Oh, God, man. Whoever I was before I jumped is still up there right now.
Really?
In the sky, chilling. You know what I mean? That's a way to release because you can't focus on anything but the present. You feel me? I'm not thinking about what happened yesterday. I'm not worrying about what's happening tomorrow. I'm thinking about I'm falling at 120 miles an hour right now. I need to live. And I'm going to utilize all this wind to get me to the ground safely. That's what I learned from skydiving. You got to use the wind. You got to utilize the wind to your advantage, bro. If the wind is blowing this way, it's blowing for you to get down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with music. If people are, if the music is moving in a certain way that might not be what you think of yourself, be like water or be like the wind, bro. Adapt, move with it. Oh, that's what's going on? Find yourself in that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to utilize the wind to your advantage. If you try to fight the wind in skydiving in particular, it's over. Splat, pow. Ain't nothing to think about. You feel me? Ain't nothing to worry about after that. But, that was one of those things. It was just like, always trying to be as present as possible, enjoying each moment. You know what I mean? If I'm in the studio, enjoying it, not racking my brain like, oh, this shit hurts. Oh, this shit sucks. I gotta da-da-da-da-da. Now it's like, oh shit, I'm in the studio. It's lit no matter what. You know what I mean? So let me try this shit and do my best. And whatever happens here, I'm going to get better anyway. So, taking that leap.
Nah, that's dope because so many aspiring artists are thinking about what they think they should be doing that's going to make it work for whatever reason. And this is what I hear out now. I got to do something that makes it sound like this. And you going off the vibe, you know what I mean? You going off what's real and taking real life experiences is what's changing your real life music,
Yeah, bro. I think, the best thing. Oh, my fault, man.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
I think the best thing that anybody that's trying to do what we're doing, any creative, no matter if you're making music, anything, is just make sure you take a daily dose of fuck it every morning. Where you just like whatever it is, like, oh fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, somebody want to work with you? All right, fuck it. Let's try it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. Go for it and learn something. You're not gonna take no L. Them L's, like my boy Rod, he says he got a pound, bro. This shit is different. It's like you take your L's and you turn them into W's and you take them to the heart. That's fire.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? But like those L's are lessons, bro. Every hit is a lesson, bro. If a girl break up with you, it's for you. Oh, this happened for me. You know what I'm saying? If some money doesn't go the right way, this happened for me. You know what I'm saying? To learn to, I mean, you have to think like, nobody has to do shit. For me, I have to think like that. Because the minute I start diving into anything where it's like, oh man, how could this happen to me? Like, you lose control after that. And, you putting how you feel in the hands of everything but yourself.
Yeah, and that skydiving experience really lets you know what control is all about.
Yeah, so these two hands right here.
That's it. So you got is you. You can't control nothing else. Yeah. And you better go with whatever's going on, right?
That's right. I landed in a farm one time, brother.
Word.
All right. Yeah.
I'm going to learn through your experience, though, because I ain't jumping on no plane. I'm good on that. So I'll do some other shit. I've done enough things that, put life in a dangerous moment. So I'm good on that. You know what I mean?
Word up. I'll do it for the ones that don't want to.
Fact, please. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But was your team kind of like, oh shit, when you said you wanted to do this video that way?
Well, my mama was like, oh shit. Everybody was like, oh shit. But we had the backing to do it. We had the funding to do it. So it was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Put more money straight into that. Like, oh, yeah, let's go. This is the idea. Like, it's gonna inspire somebody, and inspired a lot of people so far. You know what I mean?
One thing I've always appreciated, right, in your videos, when you have the female counterpart, or just like, you know, whoever the women in the video, they never look the same, right? Mm-hmm. B, they always give you a different perspective on like what the story might be about, you know? And I don't know if that's intentional, but like typically it's one look, it's one idea. It ain't like that. These look like real people. It makes you feel like it's a real thing happening. You know what I mean?
Man. Yo, there's beauty everywhere, bro.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's beauty. There's no one way to be beautiful. And I think that's important to express that visually. Because there's little girls out here that don't know how to feel about themselves yet. And then, you know, you feed them, oh, this is what you're supposed to look like. Then they got no choice. But if you give them an option by being yourself, or, you know, like any especially for young women, I don't really know what it's like to be a young woman, but I can empathize where it's like, yo, there's so many different visions of beauty. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you got to give the little girls out there something to choose from, bro. So no, there was intent behind that to make sure it wasn't just like, you know, there's beauty in the other stuff too. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with a big old butt.
Nah, you could have a fatty in the video, but you know, the girl don't have to look the same exact way every time. Or that fatty could be different. I mean, look at the artists we have now. Some of the big, look at Lizzo and all these people, like not traditional look, but killing it. Yeah. And loving who she is. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's dope, man. You know,
that's important, bro.
For real. You know, I got daughters and everything. So like I look at things like that and I'm like, this is fire, you know?
Straight up.
That's dope shit. That's why I feel like if somebody sees this that haven't seen your videos, please check it out. That's why I'm trying to promote for you, like, because it's necessary. Man. And that ain't even because I love you. It's because it's more than that. It's you doing something that's really dope that not everybody does. That should be doing naturally. You know what I mean?
Me too, bro.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you too much because I think IG gonna cut us off soon, right?
Yeah, we're in Mackin.
Yeah, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? We building. I don't want this to be the last time, but I'm glad we got to do it this time. You know.
All right.
But yeah, no. So real quick, right? Any new project coming up, or you just kind of letting it see how it goes?
No, it's a project coming. I'm making it every day.
Okay.
The name hasn't formed yet. I can just say the music is really manic right now. Like it's hot. It's like in manic meaning like it's either hot or it's cold. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just different different vibes. Like I can play you some shit real quick.
Yeah, real quick. We got like a minute and 30 seconds.
All right. So like this is called Carry Me Home, right? This is gonna be the one that move people like that. Like hands up, lighters in the air, right? So it's like stuck in a crowd, but I still get lonely. You're not around me, holding me closely. Thought I had everything, far as my eyes could see. But I need somebody to carry me on. Whoa, to carry me on. Like that. You feel me?
Carry me home. Like that. We all need that.
We all need that. Yo, we need each other, bro. I know we run out of time, but that's
I think just carried this podcast home with that. Mike, I love you. Yo, that was hard. Bro. I can't wait to hear the rest. I can't wait to see how you keep growing in this in this game and in life, bro. I'm here for you. I got your back all the time. We're gonna light up soon and kick it. Forget all this pandemic stuff. Let all this breathe, and we're gonna be all right, man. I'm happy, man. Thank you so much for this. I really, really appreciate it, bro. The homage podcast. That's why we made this, to pay homage, to show respect publicly for you and everybody that needs to see this, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro.
That's love, bro.
Love you.
Talk to you soon, man. Love you too.
Peace. All right.